We can start forward. That would be great. So for those that are here and those that are at home and those that are listening to this at another time, just make yourself comfortable, whatever that feels like, whatever that looks like to you. For me, I'm liking sitting on the floor in front of my table, but whatever makes you comfortable. There is traditionally, by nature, how we teach to meditate is really sitting in a position with your back straight up, and your legs crossed, and your arms open to receive. If that feels comfortable for you, then fantastic. For some people, they have bodies that are not serving them in that position. Many times, I'm not going to not be transparent. Many times, I feel like when I wake up in the morning, I don't want to get out of bed and go and sit in my own position. And so I prop pillows up behind me and right there. I think any time where you can get quiet, or any position that you can get quiet and let your mind be at rest, then that's where you are, that's where it is, and that's perfect. So nothing's not perfect. Just so you know, if you're on to the right lecture, this is what I call my John Lennon lecture. It's about world love, and it's about self-love. And I just want to share for people, if you may be listening and you may or may not know who I am. So again, I think you'd probably know my name, but it is Deborah Drummond. And I have been in the holistic healing field for, oh gosh, should I say close to 30 years now. So I fell in love with this world in my 20s and got kind of spirited and decided to make it my career and my path. And who knew? Who knew? Sometimes when you jump off cliffs, it's for a short season. This has been what seems to be a lifetime season. We never know what's in store, but I've studied extensively meditation and holistic studies. I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, because there are other Vancouvers in the world. And yeah, so I've had a private health studio here for, it was close to 30 years, and I've been teaching not only meditation, but things around success and business and holistics and teachings for a very long time. And I've been very blessed to come along some extremely amazing people that sometimes I do these lectures with or interviews with, and kind of share what's happening in the world to make the world a better place, right? So my whole mission is to take people from here to there and having there be better than here. So today, we're going to tune in. We're going to do this John Lennon meditation. If you've never, if you're not kind of connected with me, just get connected with me. You can go to debdrummond.com. There you can push, contact if you have any questions about today, or you can ask me any private questions about today, or anything for you personally. You can just do deb@debdrummond.com. It's super easy. You can also contact me through my phone. Text me at 604-655-4698. I've had many people have questions that they just didn't feel they wanted to share in a Zoom environment. And so text me is a great way to get a hold of me. So you can hold me through there. If you want to know ongoing lectures, we just lined up the ones for next month. There's everything from success in business to brain health to a really powerful meditation called Letting Go. I think we could all use some of that. Then just subscribe. When you get to the website, just subscribe for my newsletter, and it has all the dates, all the lectures that are done, and there's always a number of free gifted lectures and meditations that you can tap into, but it's easier for us just to send it to you once a month. And so if you get onto that, then it's just super easy. And also my YouTube channel, it's super easy. It's the same thing, Deb Drummond, DEBDRUMMOND. And this lecture, for example, will be uploaded there in a few days. So if you want to listen to it again, or you want to pass it on to someone, you can subscribe to that channel. And any lecture or presentation or interview I do with some of these really wonderful, amazing people around the world are up there, and you can just fill your boots, they would say. So that's enough about me. I just want to let you know where you can find the resources afterwards. And the only other thing that I'm going to share today is I wear mala beads, and I meditate with mala. So if you have any mala, you can just, I wear them on my wrist as well. And I usually, when I meditate, if I'm doing a chant, sometimes I'll be teaching chanting on here. It's great to have your mala because, each chant is a bead, right? And when I believe in energy, if you're on this meditation lecture, you probably have a sense of energy, or maybe this is your first time, but energy transmits. And so when I'm wearing my mala, like I have my favorite bracelet on here that I got really cool gal pal. It's oil, or it's owls and jade. And this, you know, rose one from my girlfriend Surya. And this is from Caroline. And so I wear my favorite stuff when I meditate, because the energy, this is good energy that we're going to create, goes into, and then I wear them. And so I wear these. If any of you are interested, there's this amazing woman that I support with her. She has some very cool mala. I'm going to see the crystals that I would use for this particular meditation. And right now, during this kind of funky time that the world's shifting, these are just being sold out to you at wholesale prices. So if that's of interest to you, you can let me know. But the mala that I'd be playing with for this meditation around world love and self-love would definitely be turquoise, would be wood of any kind. So this is sandalwood. This is wood from Bali. I would do a pink jasper, opalite. Opalite is very mystical. It looks like opals, but it's not. And then rose quartz, of course. Rose quartz would be the best because this is all about love. So those are the crystals, those are the malas that I would use. But if you're meditating and you want to play with your mala or on your arm, then as you meditate today, you're going to be putting your energy in there. And then as you wear it, it's all good stuff, right? So I've had this for a very, very, very long time. Okay. So what I want to do is let you know that if you are new into meditation, don't feel that you are going to be the only person through this whole meditation. You have other thoughts of other things in your life. Could be the laundry you need to do this afternoon, or you could have an epiphany. You could have just a real moment, having a pen and paper near you right after you meditate. It's almost like right after coming out of a dream state. You can write down the messages that are for you. But if you all of a sudden start trailing off and start thinking about something else, it's okay. It's perfectly normal. Been meditating for almost 30 years, and it happens to me all the time. So I just want to, again, be transparent that, just because someone's meditated for a very long time, just that they've perfected to the point where they never have any other thought other than the ones that they're honing in on, completely normal and natural. And what I have just experienced, that usually when a thought comes in and it doesn't just slide out on its own, I just say thank you. I acknowledge it with thank you. I'll get back to you later, and then let it go. If during this I call it a walkabout, where I'm going to be walking you through this meditation, completely go off course, don't feel like, oh man, I'm just going to end the meditation. Your energy is important. Who we start this meditation with, we'd like to end this meditation with. Even that means if you're watching it in a week from now, you're going to have our energy. We're going to feel yours. And so just complete, even if you're just sitting there listening with your eyes open, just complete. It will sink in subconsciously, right? So don't worry about doing any of this perfect, right? You are an important piece of the mission that we're going to. So I've written some kind of extra notes. I did a big meditation today that we were going to do this meditation because I find this particular meditation, probably one of the most profound I've ever channeled, because it's just so impactful. And you'll know why. You'll see why. And the reason why I call it John Lennon is I had this really beautiful experience where my daughter, when she left high school and wanted to go into university, decided she wanted to be a lawyer for the United Nations. And I just thought that was fantastic. And so for her gift, I took her to New York, where the United Nations are, as her graduation gift. And we were there and we had some amazing experiences. And so I went to Central Park, to where there is a beautiful round kind of honor of John Lennon. And it's just beautiful. It's marble and it's inlaid and it's right in Central Park. And it has in the middle of it the word imagine, right? And for those of you that know John Lennon, in the song Imagine. It's really profound and it's really beautiful, and people go there and it's quite a quiet space. It's like, giving respect. And I looked across, so I'm standing here with my daughter, and I look across and it's quite a big circle. I look across and there's a young boy. Maybe 6, 7, 8 years old, and his mother. And he blurts out, he's like, "Who's John Lennon?" And I was like, it was the first time it hit me. I thought, oh, that's right. Just because we are taught about somebody, just because we have respect for somebody, just because we recognize somebody to somebody, there's a whole new generation of people that don't know who these people are, don't know who it was that impacted us. And then I saw the most beautiful thing, and I saw the mother lean down and whisper into his ear and tell him who John Lennon was. And I thought, it was just the perfect picture of history. It's like how things are passed down, oral tradition, and just sharing that space. And my daughter looked at me and I looked at her, and it was just such a moment of love being passed down. And so that's why I call this meditation John Lennon, because it's sharing love, and it's selfless, right? So that was just amazing. I just want to share that with you. So I just want you to kind of center yourself again, feel really comfortable. We're going to take 3 big breaths together, and then we're going to take 4 breaths of just our regular pace. And then what's going to happen is you're just going to kind of follow my words. So most people find it, and you may find it because there's some visuals to this meditation, just closing your eyes and being at peace. If you're not on your phone, turn your cell phone off, turn it over, shut the door. Try to just take this time for yourself. If you can't, then you can't. It's okay. But just try to do that for yourself. Okay, so we're going to take 3 long breaths. When you exhale, you can make whatever noise that you want. We can't hear you. The only person you're hearing is me right now. So if you want to vocalize, and I'll kind of show you what that looks like. The more you let go of energy, the better. And so I believe that you are all muted. And so we're going to take 3 deep breaths and just breathe through your nose, and you might be at the end of your day or just the beginning of your day. And just as you're breathing out, just let your day go. Even if it's only been a couple of hours, just let your day go. One more time. All right. The next 4 breaths will just be a little more your normal pace. And one more breath. And again, just allow your eyes to close. Focus on your breath. Be there with yourself. And what I want you to know is that in this meditation today, that someone really needs to hear you. Someone really needs to hear you. They need to see you, and they need to feel you. Someone in the world today needs to hear needs to hear these words. You got. Let that land for yourself. Let me say to you, you got this. Someone in the world today needs to hear the words, you are important. Someone needs to hear you say to someone in the world, you got this, and you are important. And I want to say to you, you got this, and you are important. Someone in the world today needs to see the sign that says, keep going. Someone in the world today needs to feel the words, you got this. And someone in the world today needs to hear, you are important. And someone in the world today needs to see the sign that tells them to keep going. And I want to tell you that you got this. And I want to tell you that you are important. And I want to tell you that keep going. Today, you are a conduit. Today, you are being called upon to give. And today, you will be supported. Today, you will be the light. And today, you have expansive energy that will reach to the depth of someone's heart. So what I want you to see right now in your third eye, what I want you to visualize, and if you can't visualize, just work on the sense of, just stay here with us. I want you to see you sitting. I want you to see you sitting at the head of a very round table. It's a very round table. Whatever that round table looks like for you, it could be pure, pristine white. It could be a gorgeous, big, thick tree of burro. It could be metal. It could be wood. But you are sitting at the head of that table, and it is round and it is big. You're feeling very comfortable. Someone needs to breathe. Just keep breathing. Your body feels very vibrant. Almost like you can feel your cells just vibrating. They're all white light. You feel alive and you feel incredibly healthy. You feel strong enough to give in the biggest way. You feel so rejuvenated. You feel so replenished. You feel so ready to give. Let you just take a deep breath. If I ever take deep breaths, I'm just breathing for you. Someone needs to breathe. Gosh, you've not felt this good in so long. And as you look to the right, you see someone that you have the most world respect for. You never thought you would be sitting at the table with this person. When you see this person, you're in awe. It's like on your bucket list, you would be able to have moments with this person, just tapping into their wisdom. You've always dreamed of them. And as you go around this amazing table that you're sitting at, one person sitting beside one person, sitting beside one person, they are all people of your highest regard. It could be a dear friend. It could be someone in politics. It could be someone in finance, a world leader. It could be an artist. It could be a singer. And you are in awe. You're like, this is unbelievable. The amount of power and consciousness at the table of which you are heading is incredible. And you own it. You are ready. You have been working for this day. You have been conscious seeking. And here you sit with people that have something that you respect. And they are sitting alongside, equal to you. You are someone that they also have in regard. And the power around this table can move mountains,
can shift energy, that can raise the vibration of this planet beyond the consciousness of love. I'm going to let you sit just for a minute and create. It could be 2 people, it could be 4 people, it could be 15 people. You are sitting around this table in this gorgeous space. And I'm just going to do 3 deep breaths while you create and sit and let that land for you. I'll breathe for you. Incredible. Incredible. Now there's a person that is squeezed in to your left. So to your right is where your circle started, and to your left, you just had someone squeeze in there. And this is an angel. This angel has squeezed themselves in and sitting right beside you. And it can be any angel of your choice. Doesn't have to have it could be a female angel, a male angel.
Abby.
But this angel has the essence of Mother Mary. And if you're conscious of Mother Mary, you can, if you want, have this angel, Mother Mary. This angel completes this table of consciousness. I'm just going to take a deep breath. The energy and the vibration of that circle just went straight to the clouds. Now, in front of all of these beautiful, amazing icons, in front of them and in front of you is a gorgeous bowl. It's a gorgeous bowl. It could be a ceramic bowl. It could be a glass bowl. It could be a wooden bowl. It could be a plastic bowl. But there is a bowl in front of every person sitting at your table. And at the same time, you are all going to put into your bowl your worries, any concerns, any woes, any challenges, anything that is taking you away from peace. You could be putting a name into that bowl. You could put just a letter into that bowl. It could be, something symbolic of your bank account. If you're worried about finances, if you're worried about your health, you could put the word health or your concern. Anything symbolic like an apple. And I'm going to let you just take that time, and you're not going to be concerned with anybody else's bowl but your own. And everyone is just going to put their concerns in that bowl. And I'm going to breathe 3 times so that you have some time to do that. And as much as you like, just pour it into the bowl. With that final breath, everything and anything that is a concern has been put into the bowl. And all these beautiful people that you're surrounding yourself with. Then as the last person has emptied all of their stuff into the bowls, the most glorious of angels come into the room. And like the most fine dining waiters and waitresses you have ever experienced, they graciously take away the bowls. They all take away the bowl. And as quick as they came to the room is as fast as they leave, and they take those bowls with them. And they take the concerns, they take the bowls away to the heavens to be transmuted into peace and love. And all of the concerns that you and your table had are instantly in the hands of the people that can take care of them the most. And at this moment, they are all being taken care of, and they are all being healed just for you. And this leaves you at the table with a knowingness of pure love, a state of calm, and a state of abundance. We're going to take a nice deep breathe and breathe in that relief. Just breathe in that relief and breathe in that support. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And now what you see in the middle of the table is a beautiful globe. It is a world globe. And you see the blue so bright, representing the water. And you see greens and browns representing land and countries. And as you sit there knowing that you are in the presence of glory and in a state of true, pure potentiality, your circle of colleagues bless you and look at you with such respect and knowingness that you now have all the power that you need for yourself and for what you are about to do. You now have just learned how to hold space. And you now prepare to send all the love you have to the world. And as you do, you ask yourself and your guides, who in the world needs to receive my love? What country needs it the most? You might hear the name of a country right now. You might hear the name of a person. You might see the vision of someone. It might be a 4-year-old girl. It might be an 80-year-old man. It might be multiple countries. But something. You may not see a vision at all, but just trust in the knowingness that all of that love you now have is going to go to where it is needed. So knowing that you are full of love, never to be depleted, the universe is asking you today as a conduit to send that love, send those messages right now to that country or that person or the world or wherever you're being told to send it. Send it now. I'm going to take 3 breaths just while you finish that experience. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. You can come back to yourself. You can, if you feel comfortable, put your video on so we can see you. If not, that's okay too. You can unmute yourself. If you feel comfortable, if you had any epiphanies or visions, you can write those down if you had your paper and pen. And we are going to do a closing to the circle. And before we do a closing, I thank you and the universe thanks you for what a great gift that you did today, because the world needs us. The world always needs us. It always needs to experience love. You know, when you're just walking down the street, or all of a sudden you just feel a wave of goodness and you don't know where it came from. Just imagine that someone did this for you that day. And so we just gave, knowing that we are going to be reciprocated and full. This is not taking from us. This is actually fueling us. And so we thank you. And if you're comfortable, you don't need to say your name, but we will stop the recording. And